Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Darissa Rain, aka Riri, and today's video is another Rebel Rouge Labs spotlight video. I hope that you guys are enjoying learning more about Rebel Rouge Labs, seeing her products. You guys know that I absolutely love this brand. I love her aesthetic. I love her attention to detail. I love her theming. I love her packaging, and the products speak for themselves. So today's Rebel Rouge Labs spotlight is going to be the original palette, the OG. This is the Oracle palette, and it is a bold nudes for rebels who make their own rules. And it is an eye and face palette. Y'all don't judge mama now. Don't judge me. She's been used, abused. We'll just say that. This is the one that I travel with. So you can see that there is a nude going into deeper nudes, neutrals, and then also a face palette. So I'm really excited. You guys have seen me use this previously, and I use the face side a lot. So let me go over what I already have on my face, and then we will jump into a look using the Oracle palette. If you have not already watched the first episode of Rebel Rouge Labs Spotlight, please go back to Monday's video and look for the giveaway. So I have my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in Vanilla. I have on my Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand. I went in and set with my Moon Phased Powder by Rebel Rouge Labs. It is just a translucent powder. I've also put a dent in this baby right here, and it does not have any talc in it, which I really love. So I love it. It feels like silk. It feels incredible on the skin. And that is it. And then I went over with my Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Spray. I'm going to go ahead and kind of bronze up, contour up, blush up first using the face palette side. And then we will move into fast forward and we will do the eyes. Ignore my brows. Y'all know they're a work in progress. I haven't really been doing my brows because I don't see the point. Okay. So what I like to do is mix these two shades together, more heavy on the matte one, and then just dusting it with this one right here. And they make a beautiful combo. Tap off my brush. And I always like to start closer to my hairline, kind of circular motions, and then kind of start buffing from here and kind of meet there. That way, kind of the intensity of the product is more in my hairline, kind of creating that shadow, even though this is obviously a little bit more warm. I'm not actually contouring. We're just adding some depth and dimension. I like to go kind of right into the eye and then just kind of grazing my hairline. I don't have a larger forehead or anything like that I'm trying to combat, so I kind of keep it pretty tight to my hairline. So again, going in heavily with the matte shade. And I kind of create like a little bit of a C. And you guys know, I've said it before, I do not put any product in my smile lines. As much as I like to bring blush like over my nose and stuff like that, it ages me. Everything settles there and it looks not the best. Okay, I look like the Crypt Keeper. So honestly, just warming up the complexion a little bit. Giving me a little zhuzh, if you will. And I don't come like all the way in here either. I feel like, especially for my face shape, I want to kind of pull everything up so that I look a little bit more slim, you know, a little more trim, a little younger, you know. And then, of course, I do like to take it across my nose. Oh, I love it so much. And mixing them together just gives just a slight little luminous quality. Nothing heavy, nothing glittery or anything like that. And then I'm just going to graze my chins. Oh, love. I'm going in with my Luxie 660 Precision Foundation. This is what I use for my blush. And I'm going to go just into the blush. And it is pretty pigmented, so I also tap this off a little bit. And I like to graze both cheeks, kind of get rid of most of the product. And then kind of follow that same line that I've already followed with the bronzer shade and contour shade. And then I like to bring it across my nose. If you don't like it, don't do it. Again, y'all know my motto, there is no wrong way. You do you, okay? Do whatever makes you feel your absolute best. And now you guys know I do not like icy white highlights. It just does not look good on my skin. So I always, if I'm using this particular palette, which I do travel with, I will mix the icy white highlighter and then this eyeshadow right here, which is more of a champagne shade. And it gives me a not so kind of stark highlight, if you will. And you guys also know that I like to press everything in. And it just really just melts everything into the skin. And I love the way that this looks. I started doing this a very long time ago. People thought that I was crazy. People that would watch my lives thought I was crazy. People that I would suggest this to thought I was crazy. So I'm going in with this little highlight brush and I'm going to very lightly skim the white one and then go into the champagne one. Being more heavy with the champagne. And we are going to highlight the skin. And again, I try to keep the product more up this way. I've noticed, especially as I start aging, it just does not look the best, especially if you are more mature, if you do have drier skin or textured skin. It's not always the most flattering. Some highlighters can really highlight your textured stuff, so. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so we are going to jump into the eyes. I will speed this part up. Again, you guys can use code DRAIN01 at any time to get 10% off. And I do make not necessarily a commission, but for the more products that are purchased using my code, I also earn free product. I will say that this particular palette, and I will say this frequently throughout this week, I'm sure, this particular palette is not still available. The purpose in me doing this kind of spotlight week for her is because of her new spring launch, which we already know how I feel about that, and that is available. But it is more to just spotlight her products, her brands, so everybody can see aesthetically how does her packaging look, how does everything look, how does everything perform and things like that. It is more, it's not to say, hey, I'm doing some type of a review, y'all need to go buy this. You know what I mean? That's not what this is about. This is me genuinely showing my appreciation to her as a brand owner, to her as a woman, and to her as just someone else who is just a badass and she loves makeup and all things beauty. And we click, and I can relate to that. She's also a hardworking, she's so fucking hardworking. She works and has the Rebel Rouge Labs and, a husband to take care of and her son to take care of. So it's, she's proof that we can do it all. We can literally be our own warriors and do everything that we put our minds to. So I have so much respect for her. And I love the fact that she only does a few small curated collections per year instead of pushing out product, pushing out product, pushing out product. She would much rather take her time and make it a deliberate thing, make it a deliberate creation, which is also why I love the 80s collection and the Karma Chameleon collection so much. I love when she has a theme. It's not literally her saying, oh, this is an 80s palette, oh, this is this palette. She takes her time. She focuses on the artwork. She focuses on names for the shades and stuff like that. The packaging is beautiful. I cannot say enough. So I'm gonna quit rambling. This is what the complexion is looking like, and then we will jump into the eyes. BRB.